from the Stand Up Talk Radio Network.
I'm pretty sure that you have a way harder time getting through life than the average person, Ari. I don't know why anybody would listen to this. I know I won't.
Ari, your advice single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
unlicensed
therapy with Ari Manis.
Wait, sorry. Before I assume, I always like to ask my therapist if it's okay if I smoke weed before.
Yeah, but then are you going to remember the advice that I give you?
Oh my gosh, that's such a stereotype. I remember everything.
You do? You
Yeah.
have a good memory?
Oh yeah.
And you're getting older, right? You're in your 30s now.
I wouldn't phrase it like getting older, but like
What age, or do you not feel
I am
old
in my
at all?
30s. Honestly, I don't feel that old.
Yeah, you don't look old.
Thank you.
You could pass for 29 for
Oh
sure.
my god, that's huge. No, like honestly, as long as I'm like still considered to be like looked at as in my 20s for like, you know, a good while.
Yeah, but I
I'm
haven't
good.
seen you without makeup. Maybe without makeup you're 30.
Honestly, I feel like I still look good without makeup.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just like makeup.
I'm wearing makeup for this like podcast therapy.
But you always wear makeup.
No.
No?
No, like I mean, well, when I'm out, I try to because, you know,
Yeah, you want to look nice.
I want to look presentable, but
yeah,
like
professional, presentable.
I feel like I'm comfortable without makeup, if that's like the question.
you are.
I just like, I don't know. I feel like I look, because I'm already stoned most of the time.
What makes you uncomfortable?
Like in general?
Yeah. How can I make you uncomfortable?
How can you make me uncomfortable? Oh God.
Should I scoot my chair closer?
No. Would you like to? I would.
No.
I would prefer if you did. Actually.
It actually, now that
I like to be very close.
This is the first time I'm doing this podcast in these chairs. Before we were on that couch.
Yeah, I was disappointed to realize the
And I
separation
do
between
think
us.
they should be a little closer, but I'm not going to do it now. I think it's fine.
I asked you if I could lay down because it is customary and. I mean, not every therapy session, but I felt comfortable enough to like want to come and receive therapy from you laying down.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Rachel Wolf, episode 2.
It's
She
fine.
gets to lay down.
It's fine.
What's your full name?
Rachel Wolfson.
Wolfson.
Like the wolf's son.
But have you ever thought about changing it to Wolf so that you could ride that other girl's success?
Hilarious. No, not the other girl's success, but
What's
I did.
her name? What's the other? Who am I
Michelle
thinking?
Wolf.
Michelle Wolf.
Yeah, the girl you probably booked first for this cast, but couldn't make it.
I don't think she would do this.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I did date a guy with the last name Wolf.
And did you think maybe I should marry this guy?
I did, but it didn't work out.
How come?
We weren't compatible.
How many men have you dated?
Several. I've dated several men. I've been in a monogamous relationship pretty much ever since I was like 15 years old.
You're a serial relationship.
I'm a serial monogamous.
Monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
Human being.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're not
I'm not
a slut.
At least I'm not slutting around the town.
Yeah.
I like being with one person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're a romantic.
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily.
Do you like romantic movies?
No. I like safety. To me, it seems safe. What makes you uncomfortable?
Living, breathing,
Just existing?
being around anyone. I'm uncomfortable right now.
Are you?
Yeah. Before we get started, I want to let the listeners out there know to subscribe to this podcast on iTunes and leave a review if you haven't already. And follow me on Instagram at Ari Manis. That's your ad for the day. Don't follow Rachel Wolfson. No, fine. Follow her, but only if you followed me first. Don't follow her and
I
not
endorse
me.
that. Yeah, you can't. Here's the thing.
This is my fucking show.
Don't follow me if you're not going to follow Ari. And in fact, unfollow both of us.
No. Don't follow. Don't follow any of us.
No, unfollow us and then get your family members to follow us. Like, we want your uncles and your cousins, too.
Were you explained at all what this show was before you got here?
I was told to pick a problem, and I'm like,
You were? Okay.
I was like, which one?
Let's hear your problem.
I hate my best friend's boyfriend. I hate him so much.
That's not even your problem.
No, but it is a problem.
It's a problem because you love your best friend so much? No, is it a problem because
we work together.
That's what I was going to say, because you have to be around this person all the time? Or
Yeah.
is it a problem because
That's the thing, 'cause I have
you're
to be
concerned for your friend?
Both.
Why do you hate this dude?
I don't hate, because like you said, it's a strong word, but I strongly...
Why do you dislike this dude?
I dislike this person. I don't think that he treats her well.
What does he do to not treat her well?
I think he's been sneaking in behind her back, like talking to other people inappropriately.
Now, okay, first off, you think this or you know this?
I know this.
Because some of the other
I've
people...
seen the receipts.
From other people?
From other people, yeah.
So he's talking to other girls...
Inappropriately.
For
someone who is in a relationship.
Monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there on both ends.
It's not even that. It's just like, when you...
So that should be enough right there.
Well, it's that, but like when... I don't think he treats her well in public either, you know?
He's mean to her in public?
Yeah, like talks down and like he doesn't respect her and I don't know.
Do I obviously we're not going to get into names here, but do I know these people?
You might.
Are they comedians? Are both of them
they
comedians?
Might be.
Wow. So
but that doesn't matter.
What if you told this lady about him talking to other girls? Do you not want to be the messenger? Why don't you?
I mean, I feel like she kind of knows.
She knows and doesn't care?
It's not that she doesn't care. I just think that like
the love is stronger.
It's like a toxic relationship, and I think it's like hard to break those cycles. And as a friend and someone who like works with them, it's just like toxic all around.
And do other people feel this way or just you?
I think other people are aware of the situation, if that makes sense, and probably feel the same way.
Do you think it's toxic? Other people feel the same way. Do you think without any sort of intervention, it'll end on its own?
Well, I mean, because I too have been in a toxic relationship. Like, I
think everyone has.
We've all been in love. And I have been there. So I know, like, I empathize with, like, not being able to get out, basically.
Right. Or not even wanting to get out.
And, like, also being put in the position where your friends are like, yo, you need to escape. Like, you need to, like, leave now.
And you've never said anything about it. You feel too uncomfortable. You've never said, hey, you need to dump this dude.
Well,
he's a piece of shit.
I, like, as a friend, came to this person and I was like, yo, I really just think you need to get out. And
you can only say that once. Your friend's dating a scumbag.
Just does not treat her well. It's a toxic
Is he
relationship.
Handsome?
Not by, like, my standards.
Is this you?
It's Katie.
He's not handsome? Okay, I've gotten 2 no's. He's not handsome. Is he funny?
I wouldn't make a career out of it.
Does he have a career out of it? Of being funny?
Maybe.
So what are you going to do about this problem between your friend and
listen,
her boyfriend?
I've been trying to, like, okay, so, like, low key I got involved inadvertently.
Does she know?
No, not like that. I saw something one night when I was out.
You saw some scandalous messages.
Like, we were we went out together to an event. He accompanied with me because she was out of town and she was like, he should go.
Are you friends with this dude?
Yes. Not like, well, like, we're cool. You know what I mean? Because we work closely together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you mean? No, it's not like weird. It's like, imagine like going to a weed event together, not like in a romantic way, but it's like, okay, you guys should go, like a work event. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's out of town. You guys, everyone, there will be people there you guys all know. And I didn't want to go alone, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I was there and I saw this person like get uncomfortably close to another person, like while we were out, like sit like super close. And I was like, if that was my significant other, like I would like not want them to be that close, right?
So he didn't care at all that you were witnessing this?
I don't know. I don't think they thought like one way or the other. Maybe it didn't even occur to them.
So, do you think he's talking to women inappropriately, or do you think he's straight up cheating?
I don't know, because I feel like it could be either one.
Yeah. Either way, it's not appropriate.
Either way, it's not appropriate. Like, I would want better for my friend. You know? So here's the other thing. So then I told my friend, right? And then instead of like confronting them about their much bigger issue of like whatever's going on in the relationship, they confronted them about like just what I had seen. And it made me look like the asshole.
Yeah.
And then like it got weird with all of us. And I'm like, okay, well, you have a much bigger issue in your relationship than like whatever little thing that I saw that like, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the deal. You said it to me yourself. You have multiple best friends.
Yeah.
You don't need this. They don't need you.
So true.
Take a step back. You got Katie to hang out with.
You're right.
Just hang out with Katie. Cerniglia.
That's not how you say your last name.
It's not?
I learned recently. We've been saying her name wrong. I feel like
Cerniglia?
as like a white person, we can't.
Chernelia?
As like a white person, we shouldn't pronounce it the other way.
Yeah, just hang out with Katie Chernelia.
Chernelia. Yeah, no, I have other friends. It's fine.
You don't need this cheating scumbag of a man and this girl that's too stupid to see it and break up with him.
Well, I don't know. I have.
She's a stupid dumbass.
Stupid.
That can't even protect herself. That isn't proud. Doesn't have enough self pride to break up with a scumbag. She's weak and pathetic. I don't know who it is, so I can talk like this.
I just feel like those terms are so judgmental, though.
Right. I'm judging her.
Oh, okay.
Because guess what? You're going to get judged in this world, whether you like it or not.
I feel like the show should be called Unlicensed Judgment.
Unlicensed Judgment with Ari Manis. And guess what? She's a whore.
She didn't do nothing.
She is a dumb whore.
I'm so glad I opened up to you today, Ari.
No, but it's not about her. It's about you. And you don't need that kind of energy in your life.
I really appreciate the supportiveness of me.
You got other friends. It's not like you're a 100-pound Mexican girl who's an accountant and only has 2 friends. You're a pretty pot-smoking babe.
All not mutually exclusive. Thank you. Yeah. No, it's...
you got friends.
I got friends in high places.
You got friends in all the places.
In all the places. Yeah. I could just like sub her out for you, Ari. Like she was like my main, but like you could be my side.
I only really have like...
space for one.
3 girlfriends.
Like girl that are friends?
It's really hard to be friends with girls.
No, it's not.
It is. I think.
We just don't touch each other's peepees.
Yeah, but every girl that I hang out with, like if I hang out with you, you're going to cheat on your boyfriend with me. Like look at me. Like every girl wants to be with me and Ari. It's just hard. It's like you think that, oh, Ari's cool, I'll just be his friend, and then you spend 2 days with me and then I ruin a relationship. Then I'm the bad guy. Then I'm the scumbag. I'm the homewrecker. It's too hard.
So your 3 best girlfriends, they're lesbians?
They are, I don't know what they are. They're asexuals.
Are they?
Some of them are.
Some of them? You just hang out with...
I don't really have 3 best... I have 3 or 4 girls that I would call my friends and we hang out sometimes. I don't have any best girlfriends. I don't have any girlfriends where I'm like, oh, let's call her and see what she's up to today.
Ari, you should have some females in your life. Strong female characters.
I had a girlfriend that Katie introduced me to.
You don't like any pictures of mine?
No?
No.
Okay. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
On purpose?
No, not on purpose. That was because of my ex-girlfriend.
Really?
Anytime I would like any girl's photo, maybe that shows how unhealthy the relationship was.
I was going to say, honestly, like I don't care if Ben, my boyfriend, likes other people's photos. But if she's like a hot babe, like in like a bikini or like
That's
something, that's like kind of irritates me. But I don't want to be out there policing, you know?
Yeah, I got policed a little bit. So then I was like, I'm just not going to like any girls' photos. But you know what else is funny? This happened to me when Instagram first started. I would like a lot of hot girls' photos. Just bikini pics, you name it.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that people could see what you like.
He's just out here.
I'm just liking. I mean, I knew that she could see it, but I didn't know that my followers could see what I like.
Wow.
And then I got a wake up call, and I looked like a giant pervert because I am. But then it was public.
What do you think about that? Like, if you saw the reverse, your girlfriend liking like hot dudes, like with like half naked, would that bother you?
I guess it would.
Right?
It wouldn't feel good. That's for sure. I wouldn't be like, yeah.
Like if it was like multiple,
awesome.
if it was like 7 in a row, and you're just like, okay, like.
And then it also makes a difference. Does she know these dudes? Are they models?
Right.
Are they modeling some fashion brand that she likes?
Would it matter if she didn't know them?
Yeah, that'd make it better.
Right. But if she knew them, it would bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would bother me.
Yeah.
Which it should.
But isn't that crazy? Because like people growing up didn't have to worry about that kind of shit. You know what I mean? The access
could you imagine
of
how many
temptation.
relationships has social media ended any relationships for you?
No, not like directly because of I found something on social media. No.
I've had 2 relationships now end because of me being a scumbag on social media.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's like a normal
And it's normal. It's totally normal.
now.
It happens all the time.
I feel like, okay, so there's 2 types of cheating, I guess. There's emotional and then there's like physical, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is like a side of emotional cheating that like people have such access to that they didn't really have till.
It's kind of in between because in both cases, I was not physically cheating on the person.
Right.
But kind of was, you know what I mean?
Because what was your intent?
Maybe it could lead to meeting up physically. Maybe getting some sexy pics from these people, which is kind of physical, even if it's not.
Yeah, that's like another level as well.
Yeah, no, I was not in the right at all in both these situations. But what if social media didn't exist? I think I'd be a better guy.
I think we'd all be better people, for sure.
I'd be a better boyfriend.
You'd probably
maybe
be married.
I'd still be, maybe I'd be married to that first girl.
I think you'd have like 4 children if it wasn't for social media.
Are you being
married.
serious or sarcastic?
Or like maybe 2 children. No, like half, both.
I think I could be married if I didn't have social media.
I think we'd all be married. I think we'd all be like, we just ended up with the first person that we came to. It wasn't like we had it wasn't like we had the option to seek otherwise, unless we like got out into the world, which, let's be realistic. I don't know. There's just so much access at your fingertips. Like our parents and our grandparents, like they had literally their community right in front of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was it. That was all they had.
Yeah. And like the temptation was like the girl they would see at work.
Yeah, that's the most. And even then, she knows you're married. You know she's married,
it's like the secretary or whatever.
You also don't want to ruin that work relationship. Yeah, at the most I would have been scummy if I didn't have social media is I would think about another girl while I masturbated. That would be it.
Right. Like the classic way.
Yeah.
To cheat.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Social media is unhealthy because we have sexual desires. Unless they come out with a pill that eliminates your sexual desires.
But like I also
think
think
that? Does that exist?
That eliminates it?
That just makes you not like chicks?
Yeah, it's called depression.
But you still like chicks, you just can't get it up down there.
Whiskey?
With that.
No,
not whiskey dick. I'm talking about something that just makes me go, I don't even like girls.
I think just sadness.
Something that makes you asexual.
Yeah, sadness. I don't know. I think that like there's also like studies about how our generation, millennials, is like rapidly like not getting married. Like the rate of us not getting married is rising rapidly. And it's like
Do you think that's because of social media?
I don't know if it's like the one
That's one of the causes,
but
though.
I want to think that it like contributes to this like instant gratification.
You know what it is for me? Why I think I haven't gotten married? I hear about the divorce rate.
The divorce rate and really like financial stability is really like, not that that's like whatever, but like you also like, I feel like wouldn't you want someone who has like something of their own, or would you marry someone who was right for you who maybe didn't work?
I would marry someone who worked at Taco Bell.
No, but would they have to have a job?
I would marry someone who had nothing.
Okay.
That's not a requirement for me, but for me, it's just scary to know that whatever marriage you get into, you're probably going to get divorced.
Well, the divorce rate is so high.
It's so high, and that's the opposite of what marriage should be. You should marry someone thinking, I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life, no matter what. And that's not a thing anymore.
Well, like, they've done a lot of studies on it, because the concept of relationships and marriage really like originated, like the whole purpose of it was like women married men
to take care of them.
Well, to fight off like beasts, like to like protect them from the wild, like cavemen and women, right? And then like,
which I'm prepared to do.
Right. So you're perfectly eligible. And then, as time went on, and then women could get jobs, and they didn't need men for financial security, because like that was like what it kind of morphed into, right? Because men were the providers. Now it's mainly like a business, pretty much. Like, I feel like if you marry someone, you got to marry someone who you could like ultimately make money with, or something. Like,
that's
it just seems, because I think
like that should be. That's almost a big reason to get married now. Is you're building a future together. I don't know,
because it just seems like everything is so financially based in this. It's like such a capitalistic society, but it's really just like you got to be financially,
especially in LA.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's expensive to have. Marriage is one thing, I mean, things obviously get cheaper. There's probably a tax benefit to like cohabitating with someone or whatever, but then like I feel like expenses go up. You have kids, if you have a mortgage or whatnot, and it's just like you got to have a good job and financial stability and like all of these things to consider. And it just seems like a lot of the millennial generation like lacks like job security and like financial security.
Right. There's
like,
a lot of month to month.
Yeah. Like we're all $500 away from like a meltdown.
That's not as much millennials, but that's just LA.
No, I mean, well, I think it's
there's plenty of people in Arkansas that are paying the mortgage.
Yeah, but that's not
house.
those aren't high populated areas like
right.
LA, New York, San Francisco. I mean, these are places where opportunity for our generation, a lot of us went to college, a lot of us didn't, but a lot of us went to college and have huge student loans, and they're not going to pay it off.
So if you had $1 million and a steady check coming in every month, you think you'd get married?
Maybe.
You'd have a much better shot, you think? Much better chance.
I mean, I want to think that, like, the reason... I don't know what, like, the reason is, because who knows what the reason... But, like, yeah, I'm not in a place where, like, I'm ready to get married.
Yeah, you're not in a place where you're even thinking about marriage.
No, I'm like...
What about aunt or a kid?
Oh, God, no. That's...
Do you think you'll ever have kids?
I go back and forth. It just seems... I think we grew up in like a different world. Our parents grew up in even a more different world, and then our grandparents before that. And the world that we had is not what it will be. But I don't know. I think it's like the best and worst time to be alive. You know?
It's
weird.
Also one of those things where I think back in the day, people almost judged you if you didn't want to have kids.
You still get judged as a woman. It's true.
Women, but not as much.
Not as much. The stigma is not there, but if you still go to certain parts and you talk to certain women, and there is a very much a mom culture that's like, very, like, what's wrong with you,
But now even there's an overpopulation problem. A lot of people would be like, good. Yeah, we don't need more people.
Well, that's the one thing that you contributes to the carbon footprint. That like, the worst thing you can do is have kids.
Right, exactly.
So
if you don't have kids, people are like, you're a hero almost.
I'm a hero, but like, I'm not doing what like my God intended purposes are for. And like,
do you believe in God?
No.
Were you bat mitzvahed?
I was. I believe in I think that I don't know what we don't know, you know?
So you're agnostic.
Maybe. I mean, I don't like to be put into a category because
But that's what agnostic is,
I know
right?
that's what agnostic is, but I'm also open to like we came from somewhere.
Somewhere. So you believe in a higher power.
A something?
A something.
I think there's like an invisible thread or connection between
so
everyone.
You could go through the 12-step program and be just fine.
I'd probably get to like 6 steps and be like, can I have a joint and fuck this God shit?
I'm going to play some therapy problems from some of our callers.
You have callers?
And
I would have
you
had
could
so
give
many
them
people.
advice. Yeah, if you want to, if you want to call in and you're listening to this, just email me. Go to arimanis.com and email me a call.
That's not how it works, Ari.
Yeah, I don't give phone numbers because when people leave an actual voicemail, it just sounds shitty.
Why don't you just get one of those apps where it's like a telephone number and it'll generate it for you and you can send that out to people? It's like a fake number and it texts
No. I'm saying I literally, when someone actually physically calls in with their phone, the quality isn't good.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So if you email me it, that means you have to record on a recorder.
Oh, like a voice.
It weeds out the non-serious people and it makes the quality better. So if you want to call in,
you're smart, Ari.
Go to arimanis.com and send it in. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
See if this works.
Here's my problem. My father gambles on the racetrack, plays the horses, and he's always in need of money. And over the years, I've sent him a lot of money, but I've got to find a way to break this cycle, and I want to be able to tell him to stop, but I feel that this is my father and he needs my help. So, can you help me figure this out?
Okay, wow. So his son is sending his father money to go gamble at the racehorses?
It didn't. Let's listen to it one more time.
Here's my problem. My father gambles on the racetrack, plays the horses, and he's always in need of money.
Yeah, I guess.
And over the years, I've sent him a lot of
money. Yeah. So yeah, he's sending him money.
I've got to find a way.
So his father has a gambling problem, and his addiction is gambling it away at the horse track, which is, I get it. My grandpa loves the horses. But yeah, Pop says probably might have a gambling problem, you know? But also, like, why are you letting him go without, like, how are you just sending your dad off with your, like, money?
I mean, it's kind of one of those hard things. It's like you could stop giving your dad money, but then if he has a real gambling problem, he's just going to be out on the streets, and you love your dad.
You got to get him help. Take him to, like, Grandpa's gambling...
To
Grandpa's
gambling Anonymous program?
Anonymous, and... Yeah, we got to figure out where that addiction is coming from because that's like a symptom of probably like a deeper issue. No?
I think you have to. It's hard. I mean, it's hard to get to say go to a gambling program because they have to listen. Yeah, but you could. I mean, if he's really
why not stage an intervention?
And if you're essentially your dad's daddy, right? You're sending him money.
His money daddy?
Yeah. So
you're basically your dad's pimp right now.
Yeah, you're your dad's little daddy.
And like that's not how it works.
That's not how it should work anyway. That's how it's working for this guy, for Herb. But Herb...
This guy's name is Herb?
Yeah, his name's Herb. If you're your dad's daddy, guess what? Daddy's got to make rules. And your rule should be if you want to keep getting money from daddy... You got to have signed slips from Gamblers Anonymous programs every week that you're here at the meetings. And if not, you ain't getting any money from daddy.
Little daddy's got to set up boundaries for big daddy.
That's right. I mean, it's embarrassing. It would be embarrassing to go to my son.
You walk in, you look your dad in the eye, and you tell him, stop fucking gambling.
Stop it. Stop it, old man. I mean, and to be honest, you sounded pretty old. So your dad must be really old.
Yeah, like how old is your dad?
Your dad must be
how old are you
so
too?
old. If he's at the age actually where just put him in a nursing home.
I mean, are these people even still alive?
That's
are they
the
going to
move.
be able to hear
That's
this
the
advice?
solution. Put your dad in a nursing home, because at nursing homes they can only leave when someone takes them out. It kind of
And
puts a rule on them.
At nursing homes, they can only gamble, but like with fake chips.
Yeah. We just figured out a solution to your problem.
Wow.
You got to get your dad in a nursing home. You're already paying for him.
Yeah.
So now you're just paying for him to be cared for by Filipino nurses.
I feel like you could get sponsored after this episode.
By a nursing home?
A Filipino nursing home. I
Yeah.
live by one across the street from my
Well, no, I
apartment.
think it's not that they're Filipino nursing homes, just that most of the nurses at nursing homes are Filipino nurses.
Oh, I didn't know that. There's literally a nursing home for Asian people on my block.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
What?
send them there. Send them to an Asian nursing home. So you don't like it? Well, you should have thought about that before you got a gambling addiction. And why don't you like it? It's 2018. You should be fine with old Asian people.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's listen to one more person's problem.
Hi, I'm King, and I need advice on my life choices. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm wasting time and wasting my life away. And it's usually because, I'm just lost in the sauce. I'm having too much fun and I'm spaced out. We're here in Southern California. The weather is always good. People are always friendly. There's always something to do. And I mean, usually before you know it, it's already Sunday, and then it's Monday. An entire week will go by and not a lot of things will get done. So I'm trying to really focus on, getting goals accomplished. And by doing that, the best way to do it for me, I've seen is to make better life choices, not going out all the time, not spending money on frivolous things. So those are some of the things I'm looking for advice on. And I really appreciate if you can give me
You just gave
your
yourself advice, you dipshit.
Yeah,
Next call.
I was like, wow.
Why even call if you fucking idiot? Okay, next call.
I don't know how to ask for help, because it's not like anybody can really change what happened right now. I mean, I'm dating this guy who is
homosexual.
HIV positive,
Oh boy,
and
that's serious.
he's afraid I'm gonna leave him,
You should.
but he also wants me to leave him at the same time because he thinks he's diseased,
He is.
and we know we can't change anything about that. So he's just always gonna be like that. But how do I be supportive and help him, or protect myself?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. You got two options, dude. You wear condoms. No, you got a few options. You wear condoms, you try and protect yourself, you get tested regularly. Or you don't. You get HIV, which isn't that bad these days. If this is your partner for life.
Magic Johnson is
Yeah.
like literally Magic Johnson has outlived my dog who I named after Magic Johnson, and
If you can
he
afford
has
it.
AIDS.
Yeah, if you can afford it.
Or
there's
he's
great
HIV.
HIV treatment. Maybe get HIV, get on the treatment,
Yeah.
and then but you got to really love this dude, because
Just,
you're going to get a lifelong
yeah.
disease for this man.
Or you're just like putting yourself.
Like, I wouldn't get
in a
herpes for a
position.
girl. I'll say that right now.
What about
If
for
I
a
met-
guy?
Or for a guy. If I met the girl or guy in my dreams and they had herpes, they're out.
Sayonara.
I might try it once, but with a condom. But after that, they're out. I'm not getting a relationship with that person. Not me.
Buyer's remorse.
That's right.
Maybe that's what happened in the last relationship. Like you said, you bought her.
I did buy her, but she didn't have herpes. Okay, we're going to do one more call and then...
Not yet.
Hi. So I just moved across country and I've just been having a really difficult time. I'm a freelancer, so it's hard for me to get out and meet people. And when I do, I'm just having a lot of difficulty connecting with people. It's been pretty overwhelming the past couple weeks, and I'm just not sure how long this feeling is going to last. If it's normal to feel this way, if it's a sign that I should head back home. Any advice would be really appreciated. I'm just completely overwhelmed with everything going on right now.
Yeah, do drugs. I mean, that's the best way to meet people. It's the easiest way, and
it is a way to meet people. If you like drugs, that's a great way to meet
if that's
people.
not for you, you know,
Join Bumble. Get in a relationship. Meetup.com.
Join a gym.
Yeah, you can meet people at the gym. There's a lot of, I mean, this is a bad call. There's a lot of ways to meet people. They're pretty obvious. You know, you don't need us to tell you. Yeah.
I mean, do you like meeting people?
No.
Yeah, you're asking two people who don't like to meet people. But like, if I did like to meet people, these are the places and the things I would do to probably meet them. You would have to literally medicate me and then put me in a
Go to a bar,
situation.
get drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say drunk, drugs.
Go to the gym. I mean, there's obvious ways to meet people, and if you're not meeting people and you want to meet people, you're lazy. It's that simple.
Weed. Yeah.
Get a job. Get a part-time job where you meet the other employees. That's some of the best ways to meet people is when you're forced to meet the people.
Yeah.
That way there's no pressure on both
I think a gym
ends.
class or like get something active. Go for hikes.
Yeah, take a class.
Yeah, learning something new is good. Volunteer.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Calling, asking how to get friends. You're a loser.
Yeah, but like, how old are you? 40?
At least 30 you sound. Even if you're 18 and above and you don't know how to make friends, you shouldn't have friends.
18.
Sit in sorrow for a little bit.
That's kind.
You're pathetic. You know how to get friends.
Yeah, it's called use your vagina, lady. You got one. That's the
But do
easiest.
you call in just to call? I mean, give me a break.
How does anyone with tits have problems making friends? That's what I don't understand.
I'm just lonely. Yeah, move home. Yeah. You don't know how to make friends in a new city? You know what? Go back to where you're going. Because if you don't know how to make friends, you also...
You're taking up a space on the freeway, to be honest.
Did she say she was in L.A.?
She didn't say specifically, but if you are in L.A., then I think you're right.
Get out of here.
Maybe you should consider moving back home.
Move back home. Your friends are there. Yeah, you don't know how to make friends.
We don't
you have
know if
friends
she
back
has
home.
friends there either.
It
I mean, if you can't make friends in your hometown, you know, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, just move back home.
We wish you well, though.
I don't.
I mean, you know.
Unsubscribe from the podcast.
Wait, subscribe to mine, youtube.com/thebud.
The what?
YouTube.
YouTube.com/the what?
The Bud with 2 Ds.
The Bud.
The.
Anything else you want to tell the world?
I'm
going to edit this down.
You're going to edit this down?
We had a slow start.
Today?
Yeah, it was a slow start, but we got into it.
We did, but that's what editing is for.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
Maybe it's because I was high.
It's because of me.
Oh, you're blaming yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm the host. I guide this ship.
It's been real. Thanks for getting high with me.
Anything else you want to say though?
I don't know. Just follow me on social media or don't. At Wolfie Comedy. Or Wolfie Memes if you like weed memes. Or
which account do you post more often on?
I post every day on both. I'm trying to like build them both.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Follow her and follow the podcast.
Subscribe.
Send me better calls. I didn't like any of the calls today.
What kind of problems would
put
you
me
like
in
to
a
be
bad
solving?
mood. Real ones, not obvious ones. A lot of these people were like, my dad has a gambling problem. What do I do? I mean, that's just a common problem. I want to hear a unique personal problem to you.
How was my problem today? Was it good?
No, bad problem from Rachel today. I can't say who, but these two people, the guy's a scumbag. That's not even your problem. But I think I gave you good advice on it. Just get him out of your life.
What kind of problems would you specifically like to be solving? My other problem was going to be I'm not an organized person. You would have hated that.
I'm not an organized person. What's the fix for that? I mean, does it cause problems in your life not being organized? I'm an organized person, but if it's not, but that's how I function through life. If it's not causing you if you're not missing appointments and you're not, if it's not hurting you, you don't need to be organized.
Yeah.
You're pretty healthy.
Thank you.
You're in a relationship. You're doing good. You got a roof over your head.
I have jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying not to complain.
Yeah, it is hard not to complain.
I mean,
but yeah, if you take a step back,
I'm doing well this week. At any moment, it could all come crumbling down, and I might have to come back. But
that's the dilemma. Well, I hope that never happens.
You caught me at a good time. Not to brag to all of you people who are suicidal, but it does get better. for some of us.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. Did you just kiss?
Yeah.
You blew a kiss.
But it wasn't necessarily to you. It could have been to the audience.
It was like a